Every mom has had that moment when she's lying in the bed at night and she's thinking to herself, was I patient enough? Did I do enough? Am I getting this whole mom thing right? The fact that you're even asking yourself that question means that you're probably more amazing than you think you are. But if you're still looking for simple ways to be just a little bit better, you want to show up as a certain person, you want to show up as a certain mom for your children, I have 5 simple strategies without all of the overwhelm, and going to give you a little bonus strategy at the end, so be sure to stick around. But first, let's get a little comfortable. Okay, I'm Kiwanta. I am a former classroom educator, a national teacher trainer. I train teachers in classroom management as well as differentiated instruction. I am also a mom of 2 awesome little boys, and I share my knowledge and experience to not only teachers but to moms and dads as well, because it takes a village to raise these children. So I am very happy and excited that you have invited me into your home to be a member of your village. Now let's get into the video. The first point is you want to know how to be a better mom, which means you are probably already pretty awesome and you just don't realize it, or you're not giving yourself enough credit. If you're asking yourself these questions, how can I be better? How can I show up as the person that I want to be for my children? If you clicked on this video, you're probably already there. Wanting to be better for your children speaks volumes. And before we even get to the rest of the video, let me make this very clear. There are no perfect moms. Everybody makes mistakes. We all make mistakes. From the people who've read the books all the way to the people who's written those popular parenting books. We've all made mistakes. So take a deep breath and give yourself some grace. Being a great mom, being an awesome mom is about growth and progress, not about perfection. And let me tell you something. I've seen those Instagram reels and those TikTok videos of those perfect moms who do everything right. They're making homemade meals. They have the perfect room or playroom set up. And from the outside looking in, it looks like everybody else is killing it at this mom game and you're not. But that is simply not the case. So instead of comparing yourself to the Instagram moms, you have to really define what does being the perfect mom or being the mom that you want to be means for you. Do you want to be more patient? Do you want to be more involved in their education? Do you want to yell just a little bit less? Do you want to have more fun? Are you ready to teach them life skills? But the fact that you are on this journey with me today and you're watching this video means, yeah, you're doing fine. Really quickly, I know that you are enjoying this awesome video, but I wanted to send a quick reminder to visit shopelitekids.com. Now, when you visit the store, you will find educational resources infused with excellence, as well as home and school essentials. There's even a few things for our parents and teachers. That's shopelitekids.com. One of the best ways to be a better mom for your children is to remember your breath should be the first word. And here's what I mean by that. Before you respond to anything, to spilled milk, to a situation at school, to a discipline problem, make sure that you connect to your breath before you respond, because regulating your breath and regulating your emotions will help you show up the way you want to, and you will have less regrets later. And you know what I mean. Sometimes when we instantly react, we may say or do something that we don't really mean and we regret later. And then all of that mom guilt starts to pour in. So stop, connect to your breath, and let that breath be the first thing you do before uttering a single word. And this is going to take some practice, but the key is to do this for small things as well as big things. So when you are able to, on those small things day by day, and you know what I'm talking about, just practice taking a breath before responding. By taking a breath, and what I normally like to do is just inhale for 4, hold for 4, and then exhale for 4. I am regulating my emotions. I am resetting my own nervous system. And then here's the byproduct of that. Your children start to see you do it, and then you are modeling for them how to regulate their own emotions. They learn to manage their emotions by watching you, which leads in perfectly to the next point. Model the behavior you want to see. Let me clap while I say this. Kids do what they see, not what they're told. You want kids who are kind, who are respectful, who are bold and brave, who read books instead of having their faces buried in devices all day. We have to model it first. And this one is a huge one for me, and one that I practiced when my babies were babies, is apologizing, taking accountability. In those moments where I mess up or where I don't connect to the breath and I am reacting right away or whatever it is, it's an opportunity for me to stop, talk to my children, and apologize. A full-fledged apology, not a half apology. Acknowledge what I did wrong, apologize, and then hold space for them to share how they feel. Give them the time and the space for forgiveness, and then move on. If you have more than one child, how many times do you find them engaged in some kind of verbal altercation, or maybe even a physical altercation? And then we play referee. We want to split it up. We want to, don't do that, don't do this, now apologize. And then the question then becomes, do they know how to apologize? Have they seen it modeled for them? Have you ever apologized for your mistakes or for your shortcomings? And this is the beautiful side of not being perfect. You can take those imperfect moments, you can take your shortcomings, you can take those small conflicts or even big conflicts and transform them into an opportunity to teach them, to model great behavior, to model apologizing. This next point is uber important. It's one that I've made a complete video about that you can watch over here, and that is assemble your village, because you can't do this parenting thing alone. You're not supposed to do it alone. It wasn't meant for you to do it alone. Parenting is hard. I don't know who lied to us and said, it's great, it's wonderful, it's beautiful. And yes, it is all of those things, but parenting is hard. And having a village, having support doesn't make you weak, doesn't make you less than a mom. It just means that you're human and that you're wise. And if we're being real with ourselves, we know that there are things that our children are going to be faced with, things that they need, that we are not equipped to handle. We don't have the proper tools to handle. So having a village or assembling a village is vital. So find your people, whether it's friends, family, members of your community, church members, even your pediatrician, your Facebook mommy support group. Even me on this channel right here. Having a village is great for you, it's great for your kiddos, and is an essential if you want to be a great mom. Now, I've spoken to several parents with older kids, and they are trying to figure out, how do I connect with my child? How do I connect to my tween or teenager? It feels like it's too late. Well, it's not too late. And the solution is be present. And it doesn't have to be for a long period of time. I'm talking about 20 minutes. Just 20 minutes of uninterrupted time. Now, this does work better when you have younger children. But if you have older children, it's not too late. Take 20 minutes to just be present. No multitasking, no devices, no I'm cooking, no nothing. And we don't show up with a pre-plan. We just show up. We are just present. Whatever they want to do, whatever they want to talk about, whatever off the wall game they want to make up, just show up and be there 100%. And if you have zero interest in the topic, now is the time to lights, camera, action, baby, and perform. Because 20 minutes of deep connection is better than hours and hours of distracted time. So, story time. My 7-year-old likes to make random games. Don't know where he comes up with this stuff, but he just had a sheet of paper and he drew different types of fossils and he drew different types of digging tools. And when I looked at it, I thought, what am I supposed to do with this? But he began to explain how the game works. You're supposed to slap. There was no dice. There was no flipping coins. It was just some random, you slap a fossil, you slap a tool, and then we go on this kind of like acting adventure where we're digging up that specific fossil with that specific tool, and then we donate the fossil to a museum. I have zero interest, but baby, you would have thought that I was a paleontologist in another lifetime, because we were in my room doing the things digging up those fossils. He even scanned them to see what type of dinosaur or prehistoric animal it was. I mean, we had a blast. And then when it was all over, he made me promise to do it again the very next day. And there were dozens of other things that I would have preferred to do, but I just showed up, and it meant everything to him. And I know I had 5 tips for you, but here is the bonus. Take a deep breath. Take 20 minutes for you to reset and recharge. I love that episode of Louie where Chili just needs 20 minutes and her husband gets the kids and he's keeping them engaged. And if initially the kids are a little bit hurt, they're offended that maybe mom doesn't want to spend time with us, maybe mom doesn't love us as much. But as the episode progresses, they learn that that is not the case at all. Mom just needs a little bit of time. So I want to encourage you to take some time. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot model for your children those positive behaviors. You can't remember to stop, pause, and take a breath before you respond to your children. Taking care of you is taking care of them. A relaxed, happy mom is better than a burnt out one. So give yourself 20 minutes to nap, relax, go for a walk, eat some ice cream, get your toes done, watch your favorite TV show, whatever. And let me get real for a second. I know we have laundry. I know we have dishes. I know we have parent conferences and a list. We have a whole list. I am fully aware. I am not delusional. But what I'm saying is you gotta make time. Mama, you gotta make time. Even if you have to schedule it like it is an important appointment, and it is, put it on the calendar, mark it out, busy, do not disturb. This is my time. Being a great mom is not about perfection. It is about patience, it is about progress, and it is about giving yourself the same grace you give your children. Try just even one of these tips this week and see how it changes the connection with your children. And if this video has helped you in any way, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with another mommy friend. Send her a little note. Girl, you are doing a great job. And I will see you in the next video.